Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of Trails Through Daybreak 2. Hope you're having a good day today. Just get this out of the way. If you're watching this on YouTube, like, subscribe, and all that. And if you're watching this on Twitch, hit me up with a follow. If you're already following, I appreciate the support, but if you wouldn't mind going to my YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button, because I'm hoping to build that up too, because it'll help me out a lot. Anyways, let's cut that out and get going. Just gonna check a few things in the Orbital store before I get on with the main store. I want to see if I can upgrade some stuff. Where was it? Oh, oops, going the wrong way. Cause I definitely need somebody to have Holy Breath, because Breath is not cutting it anymore. As you can see, if you saw the last stream, and I was fighting the boss in the garden.
Allow me to assist. Hope to see you again.
Well, if you thought that was catchy, then just wait till you hear.
Allow me to assist.
Yeah, I thought I was able to synthesize it. Okay, there it is, I remember. I thought I saw it last time, but...
Hope to see you again.
Modifying your orbment, are you? That's a single element slot. Skills updated. Better check them out. Modifying your orbment, are you?
Allow me to assist. Hope to see you again.
Shifting to maintenance mode. Skills updated. Better check them out.
Allow me to assist. I hope to see you again.
Shifting to maintenance mode. That's a single element slot. New shard skill added.
Allow me to assist. I hope to see you again.
Shifting to maintenance mode. Shard skills updated. Skills updated. Better check them out. New shard skill added.
Yeah, I want to see what abilities this comes with. Arts and stuff. I wonder why I can't see it. Yeah, that'll have to do for now.
I'm gonna drink the night away.
Ooh, this looks like a good fishing spot. Let's do this thing. Hey!
I don't see any fish there, but never heard him say that before, so.
That's it! Nice, I got one!
Maybe even this.
Let's do this thing. Hey! That's it! Nice, I got one!
Oh well. Exact armed, you'd never know it from the outside, but supposedly the place is heavily guarded. Security is part of their business, so we'll have to stay on our toes. You two good to go, Judith? Yep, just say the word. Let me go. I want to report the missions that I did, even though technically it'll probably auto-report it after.
I'm gonna drink the night away.
Maybe I'll rank up and get something.
Gotta keep this up.
Alright, gang. Let's get this infiltration mission underway. Huh? What's wrong? You see something? Just some condensation on the camera lens. We'll report it to the chief developer next chance we get. Okay, it looks like this is the spot. Wow, I didn't expect this floor plan to be so thorough. It even shows where all the air ducts are. It appears to be a copy from the police's internal investigation, with some additional updated details for good measure. According to this security system is being monitored from an office on the 3rd floor. The server room we want access to is likely underground, but after all the renovations they've made, the specifics are unclear. So we've got 2 goals here. Knock out their security and scope out a route to the basement. Speed is the name of the game here, and maybe we can give those new functions mentioned a trial run, Katra. Oh, you mean the ones I installed on Fio? Yeah, I bet they'll help to get the job done. Same goes for our notorious Phantom Thief here. Fair enough. There's no backing down now that Grammy spurred me on. Dick Art branch office, 3rd floor hallway.
Okay, let's have a look-see. Figures. This place is locked down tight.
Yeah, it's just a few lasers.
Too bad they didn't account for yours truly.
That's odd. I feel so sleepy all of a sudden.
Now to take that security system offline. All clear on my end. How's it going over there, Katra?
Making progress. Hang tight for now. The air duct I sent Fio through has more sensors than I anticipated. Seems a little cramped in there. Can you manage, Fio?
Yes, Katra. It should be traversable in auto mode.
Roger that. I'll let you take the wheel then.
Underground sector confirmed. Infiltration route identified.
Nice, we've got our in. That we do. Fio managed to secure just enough space for a human to pass through. Great work. I'll rendezvous with you in the basement. See you there. No time to waste. Let's roll out. About that, Van, there's one more issue. Oh, right. Bit of a tough climb for you, ain't it? So you want to go piggybacking or princess carry? Very funny. Now make like a stool and get on all fours. They gotta word that differently. With Van and Zero's help, Katra was able to reach the duct and get inside. The pair then worked their way through the route Theo mapped out, arriving safely below ground. Here we are. It looks like some kind of research manufacturing zone. Yeah, you can tell it's been heavily renovated. We'll need to watch our step. It seems their automated security systems are still online. That's sure sign as any that we're in the right place. Ah, Judith, nice work earlier. Did you check the other floors just in case? Hey, stick with the Grim Cat, remember? Anyway, I did a lap through the air ducts, but none of the other rooms were there fit we're looking for. In that case, the server room we're after must be somewhere ahead. Armada probably built this place as a hideaway. Chances are Exec Arms is helping themselves to it. Right. And their main terminal should contain a full catalog of the branch's records. Enough twiddling our thumbs then. Time to get this show on the road. Okay, lead the way, Grimcat.
I'll show you all what the Phantom Thief Grimcat is made of.
You sure are fired up about this.
I think she's just terrified of getting an earful from the old Grimcat if she screws this up.
Let's get in there and win one for the team. Okay?
Whew, that hits the spot.
Engaging enemy.
There!
Don't forget about your charge attack!
There! Take this! There! Take the Go, Catra!
Activating skill.
Sucker!
Good. Hopefully I got some
Looks
nice
like
data.
some kind of laboratory.
That went well,
I'm curious
Catra.
about what's inside, but I doubt the main terminal's in there.
Boost gauge fully replenished.
Marduk security robots? Wait, no. There's something different about them.
I think these were made by Zect Arms, though they look like rip-offs of the Society's archaisms.
In other words, they have zero integrity, but copying those had to have taken some skill.
Commencing battle. Proceed with caution.
There!
Show 'em what you're really capable of.
Snooze, you lose.
Use a
It's go time! Yuck you!
Next!
Point sharp.
I'm not a star for nothing.
Had to be the star of the show. Hey, Judith?
The enemy's too far. Well, that's that. Time to gather some data. No hostile
got
targets
this.
detected.
Got a charge attack ready to go. Enemy shot. Now it's time to deploy shards.
All in!
Now's your
Here goes.
Good. Hopefully I got some nice data.
That went well, Catra.
Keep your distance as you're attacking. Commencing battle. Proceed with caution.
Take this! Deploying stars!
Taking center stage.
I'm going! There!
We can get the jump if we act now.
Got a charge attack ready to go.
I'm all in!
Now's your chance to boot.
Here goes!
Taking
Look excellent to detect treasure.
Some real tail, Captain.
There!
Now deploy shards.
Got this in the bag! Finish him, Van!
Give them your all.
Our chance!
You'll be sorry.
Chance!
Activating skill. Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
Our chance! Theo, we need help!
I owe you
Too slow. Now or never.
Activating skill.
There!
Don't do anything crazy.
Thanks. I'm going!
Activating skill. Have some more.
Oh,
Fingers
look excellent. I've
That
got
went
this.
well, Katra.
Here goes!
I smell treasure.
Commencing battle. Proceed with caution.
Keep it up!
Activating skill. Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
Huh? You picked the wrong guy to fight.
You did great, man!
Show them what you're really capable of.
Activate charge!
Keep it up!
Give them your all. Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
No way! Nice! That went great.
Nice going, Van.
We found our way forward.
Looks like a chest.
Modifying your augment, are you? Commencing battle. Proceed with caution. Don't forget about your charge attack. Boost gauge fully replenished. Activating skill.
Go, Katra!
Yeah! Oh, these figures look excellent.
You kicked some real tail, Katra. Path's all clear.
I smell treasure.
Nice.
Enemy sighted. Be careful.
And
Don't forget about your charge attack. There are so many of them. Look out!
You got this!
Activating skill. Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
now or never.
Watch out for ranged attacks.
I'm going!
Here goes!
Time to close in!
Take the down!
We can get the jump
Take
react
this.
now.
Our chance! Yeah!
Sucker!
Judith!
Initiating skill.
I didn't even break a sweat.
A 5-star performance, Judith.
I'll make you something nice. Hope it turned out well.
Sure, give me a minute. Didn't mean to keep you. Sure, give me a minute. Huh, I was born to make this. Sure, give me a minute. Didn't mean to keep you. Sure, give me a minute. And done. Dig in. Sure, give me a minute. Didn't mean to keep you.
This is the main terminal. Looks awfully extensive. Even more so than I expected. It might just rival the one we have back at the Institute. They need an incredibly talented engineer on staff to get any use out of it, though. Clock's ticking. Ready to do your thing, Catra? I'll get right on it. Saros, back me up. Understood. I'm in. Wait, what's this? Looks like a list of custom-made armaments not found in their official lineup. There's some recent orders on here from a certain mafia boss for a needle gun and mechanized gauntlets. I think we can guess who those went to. The specs weren't just about raising lethality either. These things were developed to be as excruciating for the victim as possible. The results were of exceptional interest and elevated our company's weapons engineering to new heights. That's despicable. So what if Almada's the one who asked for it? They definitely crossed the line. Criminal activity is one thing, but this is on a whole nother level. The same applies to their experiments on giving monsters the ability to use shard skills. And here's a report from the unit that participated in the death game at Oricon. I knew there'd been more to that. It turns out that their true aim was to test data on the nuclear weapon. This place was purchased about 2 months ago. They must have been hoping for more information on that front. After closing the deal, we inspected every nook and cranny of the interior and scrutinized each speck of dust. What a filthy pack of hyenas. I'll tell you one thing. These guys wouldn't think twice about abducting a kid in broad daylight. Any intel on that front, Catra? Give me a moment to check. I got a hit. Hold on, this is...
Well, what have we here? A couple of prying rodents? And a bona fide cat burglar to boot. Oh, you'll make an excellent specimen. What was it you called yourself again? Grim Cat? I don't know what you're doing with that Spriggan from Edith. But it won't matter after I have you stripped of that skimpy outfit and plastered all over the morning news.
Ugh! What's with this creep?
I'm guessing she's the one who runs this place.
Correct. I am Rosalie, head of development at Zect Arms. A pleasure to meet you odious little problem solvers in the flesh. You've hampered our efforts more times than I can count. But even still, it's lovely of you to drop in and visit.
Thanks for having us. Best field trip I've taken in a while.
We've already documented the numerous criminal acts and ethical violations committed by your company.
And we'll see to it that you pay the price for them. Better get your affairs in order.
Oh, it seems you're unacquainted with our code of conduct. I suppose we'll just have to beat it into you. Zect Arms Corporate Policy, Paragraph 4. Submit yourself, mind, body, and soul to Madame Rosalie's research.
Yes.
As it happens, we have some new products we're preparing to launch. Your contribution as guinea pigs is greatly appreciated.
Sheesh. Power trip doesn't even begin to describe this.
Ain't the time to be making quips, Judith. Keep your head in the game.
We're more than a match for scum like them. Theo, Zeros, prepare for combat.
There are so many of them! Look out!
Beginning combat test. We're here to take out the trash.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand! Full boost! Go all out!
For Zect Arms! Keep it up!
Give them your all!
Brace yourself.
Vandalize! Rain!
Boost gauge limiter unlocked!
You're dead!
You'll be sorry.
Activate and drop.
Pull out all the stops! You'll be our next
Theo, we need help.
I owe you one. Eat steel! I owe you one.
I'm going. Output maximized.
Activating skill.
Unleashing full strength. Lance mode, activate. Digama, driver!
Boost gauge limit exceeded.
Forgive me, Chief Developer. Bring it on!
Full boost! Go all out!
You'll be our next experiment!
Initiating drive!
Got you covered!
Now or never.
Activate and drop.
I owe you one. Chance!
Full boost! Go all out!
Gaining skill.
Let's get this show on the road. I hope you're ready. Now for the climax. Grim Knight Wall!
Boost gauge expanded.
No way!
Finish him, Van! Pressure him, move it!
Energy output at full throttle.
Take him out!
Satellite cure.
Thanks, pal. There. Chance!
Make it count!
Activating skill!
Gotcha!
Our chance!
Activating skill! Gotcha! You'll be sorry!
Initiating skill.
Here's a little more!
That's how it goes.
How can this be? The numbers were in our favor in every conceivable way. Did I miscalculate our firepower? No. These simpletons are at fault for using my weapons suboptimally.
We weren't about to lose to someone who treats human beings like objects.
What he said. You've got no business playing with people's lives.
Now give it up! You're through!
Well, aren't we pleased with ourselves? Sorry to say, I always come equipped with a backup plan!
What the?
We have a new form of toxic gas in the works. Sadly, there's only enough antidote for one person. And this button here? Oh, a single press and this entire floor will be fumigated. So long, you feculent fools! Have fun writhing in hellish agony.
I'll have Theo Interceptor.
Wow, I can get over there faster.
If you're talking about all those hazmats lying around, we already trashed them on the way.
That is to say, they've either been torched or frozen. Anything more would have been a hassle.
They've been what?
Monsters! Ow!
Well, that was hardly satisfying. Though I suppose we shouldn't expect much more from mere lackeys.
It can't be. The church? Here?
Well, if it ain't our two knights in shining armor, the hell brings them around?
The Gralsritter. They came to Calvert during that mess with Almada last year.
How do you do, everyone? It's been some time. And a special hello to you, Van. That beastly look-alike of yours nearly had you marked for a manhunt.
Nothing gets past you guys. But that ain't what you're here about, is it?
Had you quaking there for a bit, huh, Master's pet? You're right, though. We just had a little errand to take care of in the area. Speaking of which, how's about you give us the lowdown on Almada's legacy?
Oh, so that's what you're after.
It seems we're all on the same page.
So the Gralsritter managed to sniff us out too. Even Ouroboros' enforcers would struggle to keep up with their stigmas. Oh, they're monsters in every sense of the word. They'd be the specimens of the century. If I only had the means to capture them. I hate to resort to this, but I'm in no position to be picky. You might want to brace yourselves, ladies and gentlemen.
Say what?
Oh? Still have some fight in you, do we?
A hidden passageway? I can't believe we let that happen.
Ugh, that Poindexter's one crafty bastard. Get your ass out here, you little shit!
That door looks sturdy as anything. I doubt it'll budge.
Right you are! This beauty is made out of a specially crafted super alloy developed by the Society. It'll take a good long while before even you can brute force your way through. By then, I'll have reactivated the security system, deployed our entire arsenal, and...
Well, she may have slipped away this time, but there's more than one way to serve her just dessert.
Shall we clear out their files before heading out? We already have all the copies we need.
Good call. It'd be a disservice to the world just leaving them behind.
Huh? What are you guys yammering on about?
Oh, I see. There's no shortage of incriminating evidence in here. This is particularly inhumane, even in the eyes of the Church.
Just a minute. What are you doing with my servers? Listen here. That research data is the heart and soul of our company. Peruse it at your leisure. All I ask is that you be delicate.
Oh, look at this. Their servers at headquarters are pulling backups from this branch via the OrbitalNet. We may as well delete them too while we're at it.
Didn't realize you were familiar with the Kitty Engine's admin mode, Catra.
Rosette gave me a crash course. Ren and Essie offered some pointers during last year's incident too. The servers at Zekdarm's headquarters will be secure, but I should be able to make do with the same software from way back when. Theo, initiate automated hacking.
Understood, Catra.
Looks like you've got it all taken care of.
Wow, this kid really knows his stuff. I guess if they give you an Arge, you might as well go the whole Selge.
It's not as if our little malefactor will raise a hand to stop you, now that she's cut and run.
Now hold on a moment! Our blood, sweat, and tears went into putting those together! Oh, all the research we stole! All the back alley lowlives we experimented on! Surely, this is only a bluff, huh? You'd never do something so hasty as...
First firewall bypassed. Commencing hacking on second firewall. Analyzing security protocols. 3%, 6%, 10%.
Let's reroute some additional power from this terminal. Kitty Engine, engage. Take no prisoners.
My hard work! 6 years of my life! All for nothing! Stop! Please! Leave my precious data alone!
Zekdarm's headquarters experienced a major server crash that day, losing a considerable amount of data in the process. A packet of evidence attesting their illegal activities was then delivered to both the police and the Bracer Guild. Although Rosalie, their chief developer, managed to escape, the company itself has been dealt a critical blow. Your company's dirty little secrets are all mine now. Following morning. The police got a card from Grimcat 2, and now let's investigate the premises. I'm sorry, but all the doors to the building are locked. None of the staff have shown up, so I'm afraid my hands are tied. Sneaky bastard. Fine, I'll get a warrant and force my way in. Well, we finally got the intel we need to make some headway. You sure don't mind throwing your lot in with us again? Yeah, it's cool. You guys beat us to the punch anyway. Didn't realize your crew was gunning after the Legacy too, though. It's not so much that we want it for ourselves. We're more keen on what it actually is. Right now, it feels like it could be anything. A stash of mirror, drugs, heavy weapons. Frankly, nothing is off the table. That's all the more reason to verify what we're dealing with. Seems that we share a general understanding then. Our goal in essence is to assess the situation to determine whether this legacy is an artifact and, in the case that it is, recover it. So long as that goal remains unimpeded, whatever you do is of no importance to us. No reason we can't join forces then, at least until we find the thing. Artifacts mean jack to us anyway, so yeah, you scratch our back and we'll scratch yours. Now that we've settled that, let's cut to the chase. I've been sifting through the files from Zekdarm's server, and so far, the best lead I've got. Robbing Glasgow must be the report on Lucas Pops. Right, evidently they were investigating him in great detail. As far as why, well, see for yourself. Robin Glasgow, 43 male, born and raised by an impoverished family in Mesodom. Robin spent his teenage years doing lackey work before eventually becoming an errand boy to the prolific drug dealer. In S-1182, he joined up with Armada, a newly formed mafia organization where he would then be placed in charge of procurement and logistics. Evidence points to Armada's executives maintaining direct contact with Robin after establishing their base of operations. Despite his low rank, Robin avoided the purge that followed the unseating of Armada's original leader by Gerald Dantes. It is believed that he's earned a place of trust as a long-standing veteran within the organization. Robin's family remains unaware of his true occupation, and even his wife fully convinced that he works as a day laborer. With almost the entirety of Armada's membership exposed, he is presently considered one of the last their members still at large. I didn't realize we were dealing with someone so close to the Mafia's core. That explains why Exec Arms is on the hunt for him. He's one of Armada's last dangling threads, and their supply specialist on top of that. If anyone's got the dirt on the legacy, it's this guy. And the quickest way to get it is to smoke him out and grill him. Exec Arms has the same thought, I imagine. There's also another report in here that caught my eye. Our comprehensive analysis has led us to something known as the Crimson Fragment, a component that Armada referred to as the final key. From what we can gather, the Crimson Fragment is a part of Armada's legacy, and there's a strong possibility that Robin Glasgow is currently in possession of it. Its moniker suggests that it may be an artifact, but chief developer Rosalie seems to have other ideas. Crimson Fragment, and they called it the final key? If it weren't for this report, I'd think this was made up. Oh yeah. This thing's the real deal, and with a name like that, it's got artifact written all over it. The likelihood is high to be sure, but suppose their hypothesis holds water and this Robin Glasgow truly did make off with it. What are the odds of him sticking around in Mezzaldom? It's certainly plausible that he fled for good, but at the same time he's got roots here and concealment seems to be the forte of his. Don't forget Exec Arms either. They've been skulking around town, probing every place they could think of. Maybe he couldn't bear to leave his family behind? That'd line up with Luca's story, but something about this is nagging at me. Long story short, our next step is to track this man down. It'll be tricky though with how long he's dodged the guild and the police. True as that may be, Exec Arms did keep tabs on the spots that they knew he frequented. There must be some safe house or hidden passage somewhere around one of them. They wouldn't have been combing their way through the city otherwise. Nice find, Catra. That'll save us some effort. Park Heights, Mezzaldom Chapel, Stone Company, lack of public baths, Exeter Cinemas, North Sea Hotel, Club Barracuda, Lighthouse No. 1 at Mezzaldom Port, Warehouse District by Wharf No. 3, all canals and other water courses, all pass between any of the above. Jeez, make it longer, why don't they? They sure didn't narrow it down. Taking off these one by one will take forever and a half. Nothing for it, we're obligated to lend our aid. Oh, but you need to strain yourself, Celis. Clairvoyance isn't exactly your strong suit after all. Yeah, I could do it no problem when the chips are down. Still, you do have more practice than me, so fine. I'll let you feel that part. You're talking about the power you pulled during last year's incident, right? Are you sure that'll come in handy here? Well, strictly speaking, its intended use is detecting spiritual presences. However, it should prove sufficient when identifying hidden rooms or passageways. That's one nifty little trick. Sounds similar to a shard search, only on a much broader scale. We can make use of Fio and Zero's scanners too. Let's split up and see what we can uncover. Since Leon's clairvoyance could cover more ground, he and Celis opted to focus on the larger structures. In the meantime, Van and company branched out, inspecting a wide variety of locations with the help of Theo and Saros. Eventually. We're down to our final candidate. That would be Club Barracuda over and up the back streets. Oh yeah, that one's the underground. Funny, I didn't pick up on any hidden routes there yesterday. Hey, if it was that easy, it wouldn't be hidden. Now come on, let's get there and scope the place out. We may want to ensure that we're prepared first now that our search is nearing to a close. Good idea. If something does turn up, we could be there for a while. Actually, if it's okay with you guys, can we see how the shooter's coming along? Gotti was running off on another one of his wild tangents yesterday evening, so I want to check if things are going smoothly for Nina and the others. I'm a little curious myself. We did assist with the production in a way. Works for me. Let's swing by for a bit before heading down to the club.
Oh, look! Snow.
I suppose we're in for a cold front then. Hope it doesn't start to accumulate too much.
I, for one, happen to find the snow to be quite pleasant.
Yeah, I guess it ain't so bad.
Commencing maintenance.
There's an S4PG or SPG on the bulletin board. Hell, it's been forever since we've seen our friend. Meet us at the church and we'll tell you the rest. Looks like there's more. At some point during yesterday's chaos, an experiment was released somewhere in Zect Arms Branch office basement level, specifically the server room. Clean it up before the police move in. A monster extermination request. Looks like it's in the Zect Arms building too. The client's initials are DL. Do you think it's gotta be Grammy? It's the Phantom Thief name. Keep distractions in your surroundings to a minimum. Basically, she's telling me I wasn't thorough enough. I see. I guess we can sneak our way back in when we got some free time.
This is art.
Okay, the next ship should be...
Looks like all the entrances and exits are blocked off, but all the blockades inside are still unlocked. Alright, as long as we use the ducts, we should be able to reach the server room. Okay, let's get moving. Freezing foe is prowling around. Let's see how this goes.
Look out! Use a shard boost to get the upper hand.
It's go time.
Pressure him and move in.
Keep it up.
Activating skill.
Time for the main event. Vandalize Raid!
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
Our chance!
Well, let's see what she's got.
Activating skill.
Etch this sight in your mind, cause it's the last you'll ever see! Become the maw of hellfire that consumes the darkness! Fiyama Midgard! Your next, Elysian!
Initiating skill.
This one's gonna knock your socks off. I hope you're ready. Now for the climax! Grim Knight Wall!
Speed expand.
Your turn!
Satellite cure!
Chance!
Full boost! Go all out! Activate
It's over!
skill!
You're crushed! Go, Catra!
Activate skill! Gotcha! I can do even better!
I think I've grown a little.
Nice.
That takes care of that.
Mira deposit confirmed. Planner launch.
Okay, next shift.
We'll look for Tony and Mina that put out a request for us. Is that you two? I'm from Arkwright Solutions. We got your 4 SPG. Whoa, you really showed up. See, I told you it would work. Do you mind if we explain our request? Sure, I'm all ears. Okay, well, the thing is, there's this boy who goes to Sunday school with us. His name's Jed. He can be a little rough around the edges sometimes. He skips school a bunch and gets into fights with other kids. Definitely sounds like a handful. Yeah, he really is, and no matter how many times the adults yell at him, he never listens. But none of that stuff means he's a bad person, you know. He just had a hard time expressing himself. Anyway, the problem is that Jed's, well, 3 days ago, he stopped coming to Sunday school. And we haven't really seen him since. He stopped coming without saying a word to anybody. That's what we think anyway. I know he's got a lot of stuff going on at home, but his dad hasn't reached out to anyone either. Then maybe he really is just skipping school. I don't think so. See, Jed might not like most things, but he does like me and Tony. That's why whenever he skips classes, he'll still come out to play with us. But he's been 3 whole days since we've seen him. There's gotta be something wrong. I see. Can't blame him for being worried, honestly. Oh right, the teachers also have been acting pretty weird today. I think they've been talking about Jed. But whenever we ask about what they're talking about, they just say it's grown-up business and that we don't need to worry about it. How could they even say that to us? Jed's our friend. Anyway, that's why we decided to come to you for help. Can you please figure out what's going on with Jed? Look, I get that you really care about this kid, but I'm not sure this is a job for a Spriggan. You're seriously about to turn down a little kid, Arkwright? What a shame. It seemed like a wonderful opportunity to witness a Spriggan in action for once. Come on, Van, I guess this probably falls more into the guild's bucket, but I'm worried about their friend too. No pressure, right? This really isn't the kind of job I normally take, but it sounds like I have my hands full if I don't. Guess there's nothing to it but to do it. We'll take your request. Not sure if we'll be any help though. Awesome. Thank you so much. We'll start by talking to your Sunday school teachers first. Sounds like they know a thing or two about what's happened to Jed. Yeah, I think they were having a meeting about him earlier. Father Krenz and Sister Olga are inside the chapel right now. If you find out anything, let us know as soon as possible. Will do.
Let's get this party started.
We don't have any proof, Olga. But we can't simply do nothing. I'm going to the police and file a report. Sorry to interrupt, but we're wondering if we could ask you a few questions. Oh, yes, of course. What seems to be the problem? Well, you see, I'm a Spriggan and we just got a request from a couple of kids to go to Sunday school here. They wanted us to look into where their friend Jed is. They're worried about him. That must have been Tony and Mina. They asked about him every chance they can get. I'm surprised they tried to hire a Spriggan, though. I mean, no offense, but you should really let the church handle something like this. And I'm not sure how comfortable I feel sharing information on one of our children with a complete stranger. That's about the reaction I expected, honestly. It's way harder to do this sort of thing in Messeldom than it is in the capital, huh? I mean, practically everyone knows your face back home. I'll vouch for them. They may not look it, but they're actually pretty trustworthy. Although given Mr. Arkwright's exceptionally dubious character, your reaction is understandable. Don't worry, if he does anything that would offend the goddess, we'll make sure he receives due punishment. You really have it out for me, huh? Those robes, are you with the congregation for the sacraments? Yeah, sorry for barging in on your conversation, but you were just saying something about filing a report. Why not ask these guys for help first? I'm surprised that you place so much trust in them. Personally, I still have my reservations, but, well, maybe this is Anio's will. So you'll let us handle it then? Yes, we'd be happy to have your assistance. First, let me explain. As you know, Jed hasn't been to school in 3 days, despite us trying to keep an eye on him. Having heard nothing from the boy, we made a trip to his house this morning to see what was going on. When we did, however, we were surprised to hear that he'd simply never come in the first place. Sounds like things are worse than we thought, so he's completely missing then? Yes, and yet Jed's father said he had no intention of notifying the authorities. His response to the matter was simply, I'm sure he'll come back eventually. But after that, he also said something to the effect of, he'll be sorry for putting me through all this. Sounds like he doesn't care at all about his son's safety. Talk about a rough home. Yes, we believe it's possible that Jed's being abused. We've witnessed his father get upset on him on several occasions. He occasionally comes into school with injuries as well, not the kind you'd expect from fighting with other kids either. However, his father claims they're all Jed's doing. He says he gets them while playing because he's so competitive and quits getting into fights with other children. I know we just agreed to take this case on, but maybe it's better if we leave this to the police. You think so too, then? I disagree. Yeah, going to the police is out of the question, for the moment at least. What are you talking about? That kid could be in serious trouble right now. Look, the cops are going to deal with this one of two ways. Either they send him back to his old man, or they place him in protective custody. Plus, if there's not enough evidence, or Jed and his father have conflicting stories, the investigation alone will take months. In other words, any potential resolution would be brought to a standstill, and that would only serve to make things worse for Jed. I suppose that's true. That's why you should let us investigate first. I see what you mean. Didn't think you'd ever thought that far ahead. It's just, I get why some kids would want to run away from home. Been through my own share of stuff in the past, after all. Well, I'm riding your coattails a little on this one, but I agree with you. That said, you're welcome to put a report in with the police, but would you mind waiting a bit? At least until we've had a chance to do our thing? Yeah, of course, we understand. I guess the first stop should be Jed's house then. Someone on the right by the entrance in the back streets. Please do whatever you can to help him. Sure, we'll go see what we can find. I mean, it's kind of true, because if the police barge in, but they can't arrest him right away, like, then it just makes it worse for the kid. I'm the reincarnation of the great artist Aramis, and I say this city is a pressing pile of shit. Whoa, what's with this old dude? Come on, man. Let's save ourselves the hassle and scram. No, hold on a second. I think I've seen this guy somewhere before. Isn't he the one of those finance magazines called The Real Estate Mogul of Mesotham way back when? Willingham or something. Real estate? Never heard of it. I live in the Republic. Do you suppose he really was a wealthy realtor once? Beats me. All man's passes between him and Adios now. Still, when people in a high places fall, they tend to fall hard. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Okay, this must be the place. Yeah, sounds like the dad's going to be a real piece of work, though. Don't you think it'll be a little tough to get info from him? There's no way he won't be on guard with us. Yeah, I think it'd be best if we formed a plan first. Yeah, you're actually starting to sound like a Spriggan. This is exactly what I've been looking forward to. Well, first we should make sure the ones doing the questioning are the least intimidating out of all of us. I've got a voice recorder here too, just in case. Also, I got a job for Saros. For Saros, well, I guess I don't mind, as long as you actually have a plan. Yeah, I'll take care of it when the time comes. Now let's get the show on the road. You know, considering we're traveling together anyway, I figured we might as well help them out. But how are we the least intimidating ones? He really thinks he can get away with pushing us around like this? Still, I don't think he made the right call. We may as well resign ourselves to it. And knock already. He got knocked on the door to Jed's house. Damn it, and I was just starting to get a buzz going. Ain't seen you around here before. You with the church? If it's about my kid, I already covered it with the others. Pleased to meet you. We actually just started working with the church here in Messeldom. We heard about Jed from the others and his father. I'm sure you must be, as his father, I'm sure you must be horribly distraught. So you see, we thought we perhaps might be of some help. Yeah, that's right. We want to help look for Jed. Nah, don't bother yourself about it. I'm not sure if he's run away or what, but it's probably cause I gave him a pretty harsh talking to a few days ago. Give him a day or two, he always comes back. Huh? This isn't the first time he's run away? I mean, 3 days is a bit of a first, but otherwise no. So I have to sit here and answer these dumb questions anyway. Wish that broad I was dating never dropped him on me in the first place. I mean, all the kid ever does is mouth off. Doesn't clean, doesn't cook. If it weren't for the money I get for housing him, he wouldn't be worth the spit to me. He ought to be grateful he even has a roof over his head. This man's every bit as unpleasant as we were led to believe. Can't believe. You got something you want to say to me, Missy? I said I can't believe what a lousy piece of shit you... My goodness, where are our manners? The sister here has a very particular tick, you see. It presents like verbal abuse on occasion. Huh? Seems like they're hanging on by a thread over there. Maybe it'll still work out? They did seem pretty unhappy about it all. But choosing them was the right choice. He's less likely to be on guard with someone from the church. I mean, after the visit they had earlier, why wouldn't they send someone else over? Oh, would you look at that? I think they're wrapping up. I see, so they're not actually blood related. and the only reason he's keeping him around is because of the welfare he gets from the government and the church. Shitty old bastard. Creeps like that make me sick. I didn't see any signs of a child in the house anywhere. Given the way his father was acting, it's likely he hasn't been back since he left. On a separate note, I admire your incredible willingness to force work onto others. Ben, truly an admirable quality for a Spriggan. Yeah, sorry to throw you guys into the deep end like that. You were a big help. Alright, the next up is... Alright. Can't read. The next bit is up to our Xiphus and Saros. You're talking about the secret descent of the house you had Saros pick up on, right? We just need to have him compared against any other sense in the city using shard search. Think you can do that, Saros? Guess we're all set then. We'll take over from here. I guess we can let that clergy rest for a bit. Of course, happy to oblige. Maybe this time we'll actually get to see you do something for once.
Hey, big boy. Wanna have a little fun? Again!
I see, given the circumstances, it won't be long before the police raid Zect Arms branch. The issue here is that Zect Arms was searching for something that Almada left behind, in which case, we have an obligation to follow up. Right, any business the guild left unfinished is our responsibility to solve. It'd really give us an edge on having you here to help, Kirchheim. I don't deserve your acclaim, not when I couldn't even protect Ewan. Having said that, the best way to ensure he can rest in peace is to put an end to Almada once and for all. This guy's the bracelet from Archon that Almada did a number on last year. It's great to see him back in the field. What's not so great though is that the bracelets are starting to catch on. We better pick up the pace.
What a pretty canal.
I'm getting a reading. You should investigate the area.
It seems to be where the trail ends. The fact that it leads to a trash can doesn't exactly fill me with relief though. Yeah, talk about a bad omen. But I guess a lead is a lead. Now, let's see what's inside. Right, here we go. So that's all it was. Oh, thank goodness. I was afraid we were going to find the kids stuffed in there. You haven't watched too many thrillers, Judith. Although I was starting to get a bit spooked. Let's see what's inside. An old mop, a scrub brush, a large towel. All that, and also what looks like an old worn out set of kids' clothing here. I assume Zeros must have picked up on the scent of the clothes. I'm sure they're Jets, but why are they thrown away? Things were gathered together pretty neatly. Doesn't feel like somebody trying to dispose of evidence. Maybe whoever threw this stuff out just wanted to get Jet into a change of clothes. They are pretty dirty. Probably wanted the kid to be cleaned up a bit. Do you think someone's trying to take care of him? That seems like a pretty likely possibility. The question is who? We should be able to narrow it down based on the contents of the bag. Doesn't really look like your typical family's trash. It'll probably came from one of the shops around here. In that case, maybe it was. Mobile factory. Nah, it wouldn't make any sense. I thought it'd be because the guy was like saying about how he was with, like, you know, helping that kid's father or whatever. So I figured maybe. Oh, damn, I'm an idiot. The bathhouse, whoever works there definitely knows where Jed is. Oh, that makes sense. The bathhouse would totally have all those items. Huh, you're right. Hadn't even thought about it. I take it that means we have our next stop then? Yeah, let's see what they have to say.
Oh, nothing like a good hot bath.
Excuse me, ma'am. We'd like to ask you a few questions. Oh, certainly. What would you like to know? You're not taking care of a child here by any chance, are you? We're looking for a little boy named Jed. May I ask why you're looking for him? We spoke to a few people at the chapel who were worried about him. They haven't seen him in 3 days now. Yeah, we promised we'd do whatever we could to find him. Is there any way we could convince you to trust us? No, it's alright. It's plain to see you're good folk. However, I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you three. Jed just ran off a few minutes ago. The boy practically burst out the doors like his tail was on fire. Did something happen? Well, you see, maybe it's best I start from the beginning. If you don't mind. I've been worried about that boy for a while now. You see, his father's far from being a good man. Some time back, I even saw him push the kid to steal something from the souvenir store. 3 days ago, I noticed him wandering around all by himself at night. I called out to him and noticed that his cheeks were swollen like he'd been beaten. I figured I would patch him up a bit. That's how he ended up staying here with you. Must mean you're the one who had him change into a different set of clothes. You knew about all that? Yeah, that was me. I was lucky enough to have some clothes around his size that we usually reserve for customers. So I had him change into those, then gave him a meal that'd be easy on his stomach. That's very kind of you, ma'am. Sure explains what he's been up to the last 3 days. Which leads us back to him running out of here a minute ago, right? He certainly seems to be feeling better. You see, I was thinking of asking him if he'd like to stay here permanently. You want to become his legal guardian? I'm impressed that you'd be willing to take on that kind of responsibility. Well, my husband passed away and my only son is living elsewhere with his own family. I hardly know what to do with myself if I don't have someone to look after. And in the end, I just wouldn't stir right with me if I sent him back to that awful father of his. You won't find any disagreement here. I was in the middle of asking him what he thought of me taking him in, but that's when he up and ran off. I'm sure he probably just needs some time to think it over. Well, I think he painted a pretty clear picture. Sounds like Jed probably hasn't gone all too far either. Oh, I'm sure he's nearby. He's probably over by the lighthouse. I'm a bit worried about him catching a cold in this weather, though. If you don't mind, would you be willing to check on him for me? Of course, it'll be no problem. Well, I guess we're finally meeting Jed. Let's go.
Nothing like a good hot bath.
Ugh, it sure is cold out here. Hey, why the long face, kid? Who are you? It's none of your business. Actually, it's very much our business. We were planning to take you to the bath. Take a bath over at the bathhouse, but the old lady at the counter was in a bit of a tizzy. We asked her if there was a problem, and she said she was so worried about the little boy who ran out she couldn't focus on her work. Huh? I didn't realize. So, are you this Jed she was talking about? If something's bothering you, why don't we talk it out? Otherwise, we might never take a dip in the bath. That's an interesting approach. She seems very well versed at dealing with kids too. The thing is, that old lady asked me if I wanted to stay with her. She gave me these new clothes and fed me a ton of food. I didn't know what to think of it at first, but it's way better than anything I've ever had at home. Sounds pretty great to me. Why not give it a try for a while? Give it a try? How do you expect me to do that, huh? If I did, it'd be like I was running away from my dad. This isn't a matter of pride, though. If he's treating you poorly, it's okay to run away, don't you think? That's the coward's way out, and I'm no coward. I've never lost a fight. But this old lady, She sure treats me like I'm her kid right now, but it's all just for show. She's gotta be just like my old man. She just wants me for the mirror. Do you really believe that? Yeah, of course I do. All grown-ups are just liars and phonies. She almost had me fooled too. Glad I came out here to cool my head. You came out here to cool your head and that's your answer? You're an even bigger fool than I thought. He's got you so screwed up that you don't even know how to set the little human decency? Hey, don't you think she's getting a little too harsh? Yeah, she really is laying it into him. Now, let's let her handle this one. Why do you gotta yell at me like that? You're just like my old man. Listen, do you know why I'm so angry? It's because you said something wrong and I think you know what it was. What do you mean? You know exactly what I mean. That old lady is genuinely worried about you. She wants to help you however she can. She doesn't deserve to have her feelings spat on just because she thinks she's only in for it for mirror or whatever. Well, why are you saying all this? I know I overdid it by saying that stuff a minute ago, and I know she's actually nice. If I were to live with her, I'd have to explain it to my old man. Look, I don't know what your dad will say if you try to leave, but it sounds to me like you want to take the old lady up on her offer and you're scared of your dad to do it. What you're missing is the courage to be honest with yourself. If you want to leave home, maybe tell some adults how you're feeling instead of trying to deal with it all on your own. Us, that old lady, and the people at the church are all here to help you. You said you never lost a fight, right? Well, you don't have to do this to lose this one either. Okay, I'll try. That's the spirit. See, you can do anything if you put your mind to it. Dude, I wasn't sure that was going to turn out so well for a minute there. But it looks like all's well that ends well. Yeah, it's one more case in the bag. That's the delinquent sister for you. Indeed, she's a lot kinder than she lets on, if a bit of a busybody. Right, let's head back. I know I got a little steam there, but I'll leave the rest of you Spriggan. Ain't no harm done. Alright then, let's go and get Angela and then we'll head to the chapel and talk everything over. And so they went back to Angela and then headed back to the chapel. Tony and Mina gave Jed a bit of scolding, but the three were more than happy to be reunited. In the meantime, Van and the others sat down with the head of the church, Vicar Rodin, to discuss the Jed's future. And that's why I decided to take the boy in. If possible, I'd like to become his guardian so that he can continue to live with me. I'm sure this would have gone much smoother if I had consulted with the church first. I'm very sorry for all the trouble. There's no need for an apology. Some of the blame lies with us for not doing more from the beginning. Besides, it should be relatively simple to register him with your name and household. Considering it just sounds like that's Jed's wish, I'd say we go ahead and start moving things in that direction. The real problem is what to do about his old man. Yeah, that's gonna be the most critical part. You make it sound like you've already got a plan in mind. You gonna share it with the class? Yes, if that's true, we'd certainly like to hear it. The way I see it, we've got two options. The first option would be to hand him over to the police. And the second option, we don't turn him in at all. Wouldn't handing him over to the police be the obvious choice? I think so too. We've already had testimony from Angela and the boy himself that he's being abused. We even have those recorded statements from when we spoke to the father earlier. He should be held accountable for what he's done. Even if he is brought in, the case won't be tried as a serious crime. If Jed was harmed to the point of nearly being killed, that would be a different story. But because he's mostly been able to attend school regularly, there's a likelihood that his father could get off with a light sentence. If that's the case, I can understand why we wouldn't want to get the police involved. But you don't plan to get the father off scot-free either, right? Right, I'm gonna have him sign a contract. It'll guarantee that he'll not only leave Messeldom, but that he never makes contact with Jed again. Well, it certainly won't be a loss for the community, and if we threaten to expose his other crimes to the police upon a breach of the contract, he should have no issue agreeing to our terms. That's a pretty good idea. But it also means that jerk won't have to face judgment. He could just start a new life somewhere else like it's no big deal. Even thinking about it pisses me off. I think it's the most important that we make sure he adheres to the contract, and to be frank, I'm not totally convinced we'll be able to get him to sign. I suppose we'll just have to rely on Spriggan's experience once more. I imagine there's no clear solution to this issue. You're all much more closely aware of Jed's concerns than we are, so I'd like to take your perspective into account on the matter. I guess it's up to you, Van. Well, if you want my opinion, maybe we should turn him over to the police so he'll actually have to pay for his crimes. Or we'll let him off with signing a contract. I mean, the contract thing is just weird, and like it has so many loopholes that, because okay, well, they said they're gonna put the contract where he doesn't have any contact with Jed again, but that doesn't mean he can't just go abusing somebody else at some point. And technically that's not breaching the contract then, so I don't think he put that much thought into it. If it were me, I'd turn him over to the police. Granted, he may be back on the streets in a few years anyway, and that's even if they lock him up at all, but then at least he'll have a record. Still, I think he deserves to be ranked over the coals. Hopefully he'll get a proper punishment for his crimes. I see where you're coming from. You make a very convincing argument. Very well, the church will move forward as you suggested. Soon after, word was sent to the police, who went to see Jed's father. After doing some questioning around the neighborhood, it was made clear without a doubt that there was ongoing child abuse. Jed's father was quickly placed under arrest on suspicion of neglect and abuse of a minor.
That's one job behind us.
Reward deposited!
I'll be back in a minute.
Gotta keep this up. Rank up. I'll be taking that.
I don't know what that is, but it looks like a unique ability, so I should set it.
On the pretty canal.
We have our music hour coming to you live across the nation.
Allow me to assist. Hope to see you again.
Switching to maintenance mode.
Modifying your orbment, are you? Shifting to maintenance mode.
Allow me to assist. Hope to see you again. Allow me to assist. Hope to see you again. Allow me to assist. Hope to see you again.
Next up, we have our music hour.
Commencing maintenance.
Coming to you live across the nation.
Didn't realize there was a shoot here today. They weren't around when we came through earlier. Guys probably been moving the production here and there, and everywhere, filming things the script never called for. I swear this happens every time. He gets worked up. Makes me worry how the cast and crew are coping. Well, we've come all this way, and might as well go and say hello. Hey, you three. What new scene are you working on now? Oh, look who it is. Judith, I'm glad you asked, actually. This little snowflake popped up just at the right time. Picture this. Antonio, the young, handsome businessman who came to Michelle's rescue, is revealed to have been the mob boss all along. And Michelle is about to fall right into his clutches. A twist like that against a backdrop like this, phenomenal. Plus, now that you're here, huh? I see where you're going with this, Salvatore. Putting both female leads in the scene at once will lend it a lot more impact. I tell you, this one really gets me. What did I just walk into?
I don't understand. Why are you here, Antonio? Where's Ron?
About that. Neither he nor Golden Blood will be joining us, I'm afraid. Now, be a dear and hand over that key. It's our only hope of foiling their scheme.
No. Ron swore he would come. He said not to give this to anyone but him. He knew the Syndicate would try and take it away. Antonio. You're with them, aren't you?
Oh, come now, Michelle. Don't misunderstand me. I'm a businessman. In our line of work, Mira makes the world go round. Now then, with all those unwanted nuisances out of the way, our plan can finally come to fruition. You fools played right into my...
Hey, Tony. Thought I told you not to let your guard down around the ladies.
Golden Blood? Can't be. How are you still alive? Get her! Don't stop until she's dead!
Now! Right! Take this!
Yeah! Damn you! You'll never stop my plans!
Sorry to break it to you. The Golden Blood never says never.
We'll stop you no matter what. And Ron will be right there with us!
God! We got the shot, everybody!
Seeing the movie play out from behind the scenes is more fun than I thought. You could barely even tell the whole thing was off the cuff. My, what an experience. To think we'd have front row seats to performance by the two of the most ravishing actresses of our time. Maybe dial it back a bit, fanboy. You and me are birds of a feather, Leon. Too bad you didn't come by sooner, or I could have given you the full backstage experience. By the by, I understand that Van filled in from one of the cast members. Perhaps I could do the same next time you're in need. Hey, now there's an idea. With a pretty face like that, it could even line you up for a screen debut, if you're up for it. Quit egging him on, damn it. That's the actor who didn't show up yesterday. Quite the role they subbed you in for, Van. Yeah, it's pretty typical for a Gotti production. You can tell he's big on irredeemable villains. But it's got a different vibe this time around. It's got a bit different vibe this time around now that he and Liam are co-directing. Hey, what's this? A live studio audience? Quit lazing around. The scene's wrapped up, so let's get back on track already. Right, wouldn't want to overstay our welcome. Whoops, guess we got a little derailed. Sorry to get in your way, everyone. We'll be taking our leave now. Not at all, you're welcome to visit anytime. Next set of shots is over in the back streets, so we'll head that way once everything is packed up. That'll place them right near the underground club. And you've got rehearsals this evening, young lady. I'd better not see you saunter in late. I know. You don't need to treat me like a newbie. I heard talk of a construction job in that area several years back. Supposedly, special attention was paid to the plumbing. Noted, thanks, Grammy. Damn, your grandma's got some real street smarts. He reminds me a bit of Master Barkhorn somehow. Well, we mustn't let her kindness go to waste. Shall we be off? Yeah, come on, guys.
What are Judith, Van, and Catra doing with those two, of all people? I just hope it doesn't drag on too long.
I've no doubt this will be a fascinating movie. Seems to be quite the collaborative endeavor.
We'll see. A lot of so-called ambitious collabs don't end up working out that well. But if they pull it off, it'll prove just how skilled the directors and actresses here are.
Look forward to the final product, because I guarantee it'll blow you away.
What can I get for you? Thanks for shopping.
Why, hello there. Let me know if you need anything at all. Please, come back anytime.
The ocean is just as lovely in winter, isn't it?
I've got my hands full here. No need to be shy now. Come again. No need to be shy now. Come again. No need to be shy now. Come again. What would you like? Come again.
Yeah, before I continue, I'm just gonna see if I bought up all the gifts available in the shops.
This is finally be able to live in peace this year. I'm really looking forward to the film festival.
I wonder when it'll start.
Thank you for your visit today.
It's weird I still haven't run into any more of those marble chest things. There has to be one here.
A pretty canal. Oh, nothing like a good hot bath.
Nothing beats a hot bath.
That's the stuff.
That's the stuff.
It's so nice and warm in here.
That's the stuff.
come see us again.
Oh, nothing like a good hot bath.
I thought there'd be one behind here now that they let me go. Everything's okay, Makino? You look pretty bushed. It's 'cause Shannon and I stayed up last night. She's still snoozing away in our room. I couldn't have woken her up with a jackhammer. Well, as long as you had a good time, long trips like these are meant to be enjoyed. Catching the fish we were after took everything out of us yesterday. I think we can afford to give ourselves a break. True, it might be fun to wander around town and take in the sights. I'm curious about that movie they're filming too. Maybe they won't care if we watch from a distance. Oh hey Van, you guys are hard at work pretty early today. I remember seeing those two in church clothes yesterday. You off to a costume party? Costume? I have a whole unbonafide sister, brother. Kind of a long story. Fair enough. Anyway, here's something to help you unwind if you get a moment to spare. This is fishing bait, right? Thank you very much. I'm gonna just take one more lap around just to see if I can find this chest over here, because it's really bugging me. Like, I had to have missed the second one. Unless they're all, like, in the main city, and I'm just worrying over nothing. Let's see what these guys have to say. That take just now is incredible stuff. Nicely done, Judith. A little sympathy for those you drag along on those unplanned shoots would be nice. Then again, your random strokes of mad genius never failed you before. When inspiration strikes you, need to strike back right then and there. That's how blockbusters get made. Letting that crucial moment slip by when you hem and haw over schedules would be putting the cart before the horse. I see it, so it was through his intuition that so many of your more exhilarating scenes were created. Oh, for the love of... Quit acting like every little thing he does is revolutionary. Gotta say, this peeking into your process has even me more excited to see how it comes together. You won't be disappointed. We're gonna keep up the pace and make this picture the hottest new thing since the sun started shining.
The ocean is just as lovely in winter, isn't it?
I've got my hands full here.
Okay. Next ship should be...
Not this way.
This is awesome. May Adios be with us.
Hey, big boy. Wanna have a little fun? I'm getting a reading. You should investigate the area.
Grammy said they were doing some work on the plumbing.
Right. Now might be the time to do a shard search.
May I help you? Thank you.
It's reacting to something.
In the bathroom?
We have a reading. Is there a hidden entrance here? Yep, we hit the jackpot. It's sealed off from the other side though, so it's gonna take some elbow grease to get it open. Well, here goes nothing. Hold up a sec. Is something the matter, Celis? Don't tell me you're getting cold feet. The hell you think I am? There, I put a barrier up to keep people out. It only holds for 5 minutes though, so make this quick. Alright, thanks. I can't wait to get this over with either. Ugh, the smell. I expected there to be a stench, but not one quite this putrid. This escape hatch reads light into Shit Lagoon. Guess we'll just have to hold our breath and go. Actually, from a mental health standpoint, I would prefer to avoid traumatizing myself. Oh yeah, I forgot you can do that. Indeed, this is a purification barrier. It cleanses the area around me and removes any foul odors. Shall I cast it on you all as well? Save for Van, of course, since he seems so confident he can grin and bear it. Yeah, real funny. Jokes aside, that's an impressive spell. It didn't spare our noses, not to mention our laundry. Agreed. Let's take him up on his offer. No sense making things harder on ourselves at this stage. Upon descending into the hidden passage, Van and the others found themselves in a pitch-black sewer. Using a series of barely noticeable scratches in the walls as their guide, they gradually made their way forward. Eventually... Cool. Why would a sewer lead over here? But anyway... Huh, so this is where that tunnel leads. We're on the western outskirts of Messeldown by my estimate. Looks to me like this entire area would be out of view for anyone in the city. All the twists and turns, no signs of civilization, makes for a good getaway route. What do you know? This thing wasn't reacting at all before. I was starting to think we'd missed the mark. We're in the right place after all then. Whatever this legacy might be, it must have something extra what happened in Edith. Yeah, I want to be ready for anything. Not sure I follow, but about that thing in your hand, we can delve into the matter later. Our destination is nearby. I'm sensing something strange ahead as well. Proceed with caution, everyone. For sure, you guys do the same.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand!
Zypher activate!
Now's your chance to boost! Let's go!
Activate!
It's go time!
I've got glad I'm here to carry your asses.
You're on fire, Sleaze.
Activating offense.
On the ground.
there's the ocean. Ooh, the wind's blowing so hard out here. What's Luca's father doing all the way out here?
So he's the last remaining member of Almada, huh? I hope we can reunite him with his son.
Yeah, hope so too.
Burn to a crit! And action!
Turn it in, now's our chance! Don't pass it up! You're screwed!
Have some more!
Give him hell, Master's Pet!
Use a shard boost to get the upper heel boost. Go all out. Give him your all.
Raging Buster!
Huh? You picked the wrong guy to fight.
You did great, Van.
Yeah! You're screwed! There it is!
Here goes!
Attack arts advice. Show me what you're really capable of.
Bet you glad I'm here to carry
Fully
that.
replenished.
You're on fire, Sleaze.
This one ought to give us a run for our Mira.
Beginning combat.
Let's rock!
I'll take
Taking
over.
center stage.
Here goes!
Show him what you're really capable of.
You snooze, you lose.
You got this!
Give him your all.
Brace yourself!
Boost gauge
Now or
limiter
never.
unlocked.
Make it count!
Valiant. Larceny.
Our chance!
Activating skill.
Good. Hopefully I got some nice data.
Attack arts advice.
Make this done!
You snooze, you lose.
Nice!
That went
I
for...
smell
Not
treasure.
bad, fellow disciple.
Look out!
Now,
Take
hit him
that!
with charge.
Snooze, you lose.
Use a sharp.
It's go time. There. There.
Not done yet!
There.
That's it! Activate
Got
charge!
this in the bag.
I'm going!
Let's rock!
I'll
I
take
didn't
over!
even break a sweat.
A 5-star performance, Judith.
Arts protest on this enemy.
Looks like the gang's all here.
Engaging enemy.
Got
Don't
this
forget
done!
about your charge attack. Look out! Use a sharp
Take him down,
to get the
Sleaze.
upper hand.
Taking center
I'm going.
stage.
Let's go! Bet you glad I'm here to carry your asses.
You're on fire, Sleaze.
Activating combat.
On the ground!
Sit. Activate charts.
You're screwed! Don't run up!
Activating skill.
Well, that was easy.
You had them on the ropes, Elise.
I'll take over!
There are so many of them. Look out!
You got this!
Activating skill. Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
You're freaking dead!
Keep your guard up.
Go to hell!
Now or never.
Certain arcs look to be most effective.
Make it count.
Activate and drop.
That's far enough. Satellite cure.
Thanks, pal.
Judith.
Bring it on!
Initiating skill. Boost gauge expanded.
Finish him, Van.
Full boost! Go all out!
Make it count.
There! Go, Ketra!
Satellite cure.
Thanks.
Show you.
Now's our time to shine.
Pull out all the stops!
Let's do this! Hogan Arsha!
My move now.
Pressure him and move in.
Initiating
This.
drive!
Finish him, Van. You'll be sorry. Ready to roll.
Activate and drop.
Take him out. Finish him, Van.
It's over! You're crushed! You're down! Go, Ketra! Pull out all the stops!
Some arts work better. Activating skill.
You're next.
Got it.
Locking on. Fire.
Grand Serpent! Now's our time to shine.
Activate skill.
Thanks,
Appreciate
pal.
it.
Now or never.
Initiating skill.
They flinched. Your move.
Activate skill.
That's how it goes.
Meanwhile, back in Messeldom,
A fantastic rehearsal, people! I want you to channel that same energy in front of the camera.
Remember to breathe with your diaphragm, like we talked about.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, looks like we have trouble.
The club is just through here, correct?
Yes, the group that infiltrated Zect Arms last night went inside not too long ago.
Troops, move in! Catch those pests no matter what it takes! Once we get my data back and snatch the legacy, I'll make lab rats out of every last one of them!
Out of our way! What in Gehenna?
Hey, this is a hot set. You can't just barge in the middle of a. Ah!
Ah!
Look here, whippersnappers. I'm not in the mood for your antics right now.
So what? Take a hike, old hag.
Relax. These prop guns only fire blanks. I'll bet they still hurt like the dickens up close, though. Better hang on to your hats.
Nice.
Can't ask for better extras than this! Dance, puppets, dance! Haven't you ever heard of a rondo before?
And I thought yesterday was bad! This job is going to kill me!
Miss Lanster is incredible. Wow! Not to mention...
Hell yeah! Keep those cameras rolling, boys! I want every second of this on film!
What's with that crazy broad?
Ah! Just shut up and get your men in there before the cops show up!
Zect Arms. You'll do as a warm-up.
You're... But why?
I don't recall asking for backup. But what the hey? Let's wrap this up.
Whoa. So that's the power of a stigma. Scary.
It's not like we bust him out all the time. And we almost never release it at full power.
We can't delve into specifics, I'm afraid. Just know it's a power far beyond the ken of mankind. Unless the situation calls for it, we prefer not to make use of it at all.
Well, I'm glad you're on our side.
No enemies found. Watch out for range attacks. There! End the battle. Proceed with caution. Show 'em what you're really capable of.
Take this! Take this!
Snooze the lose.
Take them down, Celine!
I can do even better.
I'm coming for ya.
Don't forget about your charge attack.
Snooze the lose.
It's go time.
Going! Let's go!
Nice! That went great.
Nice going, Van.
Looks like the gang's all here.
Let's finish the job!
Don't run out!
Activating shield.
Chance!
Give 'em your all.
Your turn, Judith!
Watch out for
I
range.
got this!
Let's rock!
Wail on him!
They're on the
We
ground!
can get the job if we act now.
You're screwed! You're on the ground! You're screwed!
I think I've grown a little.
Here goes!
Gotta say, I didn't expect you guys to be so gung-ho about this legacy business. Chasing down wild rumors doesn't seem like your style. Well, the situation is a bit more involved than that. In what sense? It kind of concerns you guys, so I guess we might as well come clean. But how about we send that big lug packing first?
I'll take you on.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand. Go all out.
Make it count.
Initiating drive.
Go.
Now or never.
Make it count.
Get ready to die.
Going all in.
Got it. Give me strength.
Bam!
Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
pal.
I'll cover you.
Here goes.
Give them your all.
Brace yourself. Vandalize! Ready!
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
There!
Your move. Now or never.
Activating skill.
Knock them dead, Lancer.
Certain orcs look to be most effective.
Get ready to die.
Make it count.
You'll never guess. Time to rate.
Our chance. Theo, we need help.
Thanks, pal.
Now or never. Ha!
Your turn, Judith.
That takes care of that. Now back to what I was saying. We recovered a bunch of artifacts back during that crap with the Genesis Tower. But before we could bring them back to Arteria, they up and vanished on us. Vanished? Between Dante's and those 3 Garden Overseers, that's a decent number of artifacts. Indeed. Fearing a potential crisis, the upper echelon of the church dispatched us to investigate their whereabouts. That don't exactly bode well. Yeah, but with the way those things work, not just anyone can use them. That's one plus at least. So there's a chance all Mata's artifacts are part of their legacy. We'll find out for ourselves soon enough.
So we have a missing artifact, Almada's legacy, and now the Genesis is reacting to something.
Not the kind of thing we can just turn a blind eye to, that's for damn sure.
I feel ya. Appreciate you guys giving us a hand with this one.
Brace yourself.
Snooze, you lose.
It's go time.
I've got this.
Let's rock! You're screwed.
Activating skill.
Sucker!
Bet you glad I'm here to carry your asses.
You had them on the ropes, Elise.
This one ought to give us a run for our money.
Sit. Activate shards.
Give them your all. Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
Make them down, Celise.
Stay calm and deal with
I'll
it.
take over.
Go time.
I'll take over.
There!
Don't let your invisible eye.
Take this!
Activating skill.
Take him down, Celeste!
Knock him dead,
Initiating
Lancer.
skill.
State fully replenished.
Had to be the star of the show. Hey, Judith?
What? Is this one of Almada's storage sites?
Then we've arrived at our destination. Let us proceed with caution.
Ought to be able to rest up here.
That hits the spot.
Switching to maintenance mode. Hey, that's a single element slot. Skills updated. Hey, that's a single skills updated. Switching to maintenance mode.
Switching to maintenance mode. That one's a single element slot. That one's a single element slot. A new skill, I see.
Commencing maintenance.
Commencing maintenance.
Switching to maintenance mode. That one's a single element slot. Switching to maintenance mode. That one's a single element slot.
Whew, that hits the spot.
Let me see if I can up my stats a little bit. Some people might see this as a waste, but...
Thanks for the grub. Whew, I'm stuffed. Thanks for the grub. Love me a sugar rush. 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 Love me a sugar rush.
Get a load of that ship. Gives off a real smuggler's hideout vibe.
Yeah, end of the line coming up.
Who are you? How did you get here?
Robin Glasgow, right? Look, we don't mean you any harm. I'm a Spriggan. Me and my pals here have a couple of questions we'd like to ask.
Huh? I started working for Armada when I was around 15 years old. Couldn't land any other way to make a decent living. So when the boss said jump, I asked how high. After a while, I was put in charge of managing the goods. Apart from that, they left me in the dark. That might be the reason I got in good with them. Not even Dante's ever tried to do away with me.
You had tenure, in a manner of speaking.
And for a mafioso, you must have been pretty reliable. The fact that you were hiding here on your own for over 2 months is proof of that.
Save the backhanded compliments. Still, I've got to hand it to you for nosing out my safe house. What are you here for, if not to dispose of me? Mira? Revenge? I'm not going to resist either way, so whatever you're after, be my guest.
That look on his face. It's as if he's given up.
Hey, humility is a virtue, old man. You want to make a confession, we'll hear you out.
Huh?
Now, Celise. Let's not complicate matters here. What we want to ask about is Almada's legacy. The Crimson Fragment, to be more precise.
You know about that?
Not half as much as you, by the sound of it. Word is, there's some sort of component out there. Something Almada called the Final Key. The entire criminal underworld is up in arms trying to find it.
What do you want with it anyway? I pray to Adios I'm wrong, but are you aiming to raise Gehenna all over again? Answer me. What do you plan to do if you get that fragment? Do you really want another disaster like Cray Village on your hands?
Wait a minute. What's Cray got to do with this?
Are you saying its destruction is related somehow?
Setting that nuclear weapon off was pure evil on Almada's part. It completely wiped Cray Village off the map. If the legacy is mixed up in all that...
This thing is setting off more alarm bells by the minute. You must have been in pretty deep with that bomb fiasco, too.
Let's just say even a bottom-of-the-barrel grunt like me has a moral code to live by. I won't let anybody repeat the atrocities committed by those bastards up top.
I see. You possess more of a conscience than I would assume from a member of the Mafia. But That's all the more reason for you to comply. Our work involves retrieving and isolating dangerous articles that fall beyond the bounds of conventional wisdom. I'm sure you realize that we can't just let anyone run rampant with them out in the open.
And then there's all the craziness that went down back in Edith. Don't know how much the two coincide, but if Armada's got anything to do with it, then we need to put the final nail in their coffin ASAP. And I'm thinking you probably feel the same way.
You've got me pegged there. All right, I give. Maybe this is my chance to make good on things. Not that I expect to be forgiven just like that.
So you'll help us?
I advise you not petition help from those who are beyond it.
It's those warrior monks from the church. Iscariot!
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Who said you chucklehoods could barge in on us?
I thought I sensed something earlier. To what do we owe the pleasure, Vice Captain?
Mother Celise, Father Leon, I scarcely expected to see you here, much less with that Spriggan. Nevertheless, we have a mission to perform. I must ask that you not impede it.
You've got a mission. What about us? We're not the ones doing the impeding here, bub.
I'm guessing you came for his head?
Correct. This man is to be executed for his misdeeds. Robin Glasgow, as a member of Almada, drove his truck into Cray Village that fateful day. It was you, without question, who delivered the nuclear weapon that visited tragedy upon its inhabitants.
I didn't realize.
But even still, he only did that because he was ordered to. It's not like he knew what he was carrying.
She's right. I had no clue what that orb was about. At least not then. However...
This is insane. Those lunatics have gone too far. Thousands of innocent people murdered. Wait, that cargo I was transporting, was this my fault? Well, look who it is. Splendidly done, Glass Cow. Thanks to you, everything went off without a hitch. Now, be a good little worker bee and take the next one over to Oricon for us.
Even after learning what it was capable of, I still took that second shipment to Aracion. My family lives an honest life. If I rocked the boat, it would have been them who suffered for it. So I left Taria. She returned to her hometown with her son. While I went back to work.
Damn. That's brutal.
And yet, this does not change how you carried out the plan with full knowledge of what it entailed. Such are the deeds of a heretic. Only in death may you find redemption.
But hang on a minute! He's not the one you should be blaming here.
I feel the same. It isn't worth taking his life over.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's kind of a bold move for them to be like, oh yeah, like, even though you didn't know it, like, you had no choice, like, we're gonna kill you anyway. It's like, it's not like he has any powers to fight, back against the Mafia by alone. Like, they would have murdered him if he just decided to tell them no. Like, so people with powers really have no right to tell this guy who, like, has no powers or no means to fight back. Be like, oh yeah, you should just said no, you know, like, that's like dumb logic. I mean, they are making sense. Like, obviously, if something happened like that in real life and, like, a whole, like, city was wiped off the map, the person would have to be responsible no matter what. But it's not black and white like that.
I'd save my breath if I were you. Once someone has been branded a heretic, he won't stop until justice has meted out. That does pose a problem, though. We can't wring very much information out of a corpse, after all.
If it's a scrap you're looking for, come get some.
Yeah, and they're kind of stupid too, cause like, okay, you kill this guy, well then you have no idea where the fragment is. Like, so good luck with that. Like,
if you insist on interfering with our duties, then so be it. Two Dominions will present a minor challenge. We may need to exert ourselves after a fashion.
We saw those before in Arasion.
Yes. Those are multiplex spiritual marks, made manifest through their Xiphas. And the Vice Captain's is nearly as powerful as our stigmas.
Hey! Who are you calling a minor challenge?
Damn. No sidestepping this one. These guys ain't messing around, so don't get sloppy out there.
Ugh, fine. Let's do this.
There are so many of them. Look out!
I will not allow you to get between me and my hunt.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Go all out!
You got this!
Activating skill!
Time for the main event! Vandalize! Rain!
Boost gauge limiter unlocked!
Don't get in our way!
Activating skill!
Pounce!
Now's our time to shine!
You'll show no mercy!
Pressure him and move in.
Got it. Give me strength.
I prowl in the night. There's nothing I can't swipe. Grimcat coming your way. You'll be sorry. Zyka activate. Don't do anything crazy.
Thanks, pal.
You're freaking dead. Time to turn up the heat.
Activating skill.
Searing steel of fire, shining from the abyss. Become the maw of hellfire that consumes the darkness. Fiamma Midgard!
You're a powerful foe indeed.
Give him hell, Arkride!
It's go time!
Get ready to die.
Activating
It's
skill!
over! You're crushed!
Now or never.
Make it count!
Your turn, skill!
Valiant. Larceny.
I'm going! Lapis code! Activate!
Holy Testaments! Protect us!
Chance!
Full boost! Go all out!
Pressure him and move in.
Get your
Think fast! Take this! Go, Catra!
Transmitting code!
In her holy name!
Go time.
Initiating skill!
Let's get this show on the road. I hope you're ready. Now for the climax. Grim Knight Wall.
Master has taught you well.
Boost
Keep
gauge
it going.
expanded!
Something's trying to attack.
You're next!
of flames! Repent, assholes!
Face me!
Finish him, Van!
Raging Buster! It's done! Go, Catra!
There!
Got it!
Gotcha!
Knock them dead, Lancer!
Ready to roll!
Initiating skill.
Keep it going!
Okay, logging on.
Fire toe!
Your strength exceeded ours this time.
Nice. Moving on up.
I can do even better!
I leveled up.
These chumps just won't stay down.
Our multiplex spiritual marks seem to be more precise than before as well.
Yeah, but don't count us out yet.
That's enough, all of you. I've long been ready to pay the price for my actions. If this is my time, that's fine by me.
But Mr. Glasgow!
I'm sorry. It breaks my heart getting a youngster like you wrapped up in all this. I don't deserve your protection. Not after all the horrible things I've abetted throughout my life.
Can't say I agree with you there. You've got a price to pay, all right. But is dying really the way to square things out? Even as a member of Armada, their last dangling thread. You hated the Mafia at heart, so instead of running away from your sins, tap into that moral code of yours and make up for them. If you regret what you did so much, when's the last time you left the people of Cray any flowers? Or gone to a memorial mass? We still don't have the whole picture on Almada's money trails either. There's a mountain of questions that only you know the answers to. The way I see it, you've got plenty of work left on your plate.
Van!
Sometimes the bigger the crime, the more we have to do to set things right.
Appealing to morals, are we?
Kinda sappy for my taste. But Master's littlest students got the right idea. Listen up, turd monkeys. This guy's coming with us. Gripe all you want, but we got to him first, and that's all there is to it. You follow me?
Oh?
I won't deny that we've had our spats here and there, but even you must concede that, generally speaking, the Church gives precedence to the party that first took initiative. In light of that, I must insist that you let us handle things from here on out. You can either swallow your pride, or stake it on another ill-fated attempt to intervene.
How uncommon for a Dominion to bring diplomacy to the table, rather than their stigmas.
Oh, yeah? You want to file a complaint or something?
Not at all. We will relinquish this matter, along with Almada's legacy, to you. But be warned, one misstep and we will be there to reassume control.
Everything worked out in the end.
Perhaps. Only time will tell for certain.
Hey, he backed off, didn't he? That's a pretty good resolution in my book. Wouldn't be able to take you to see your boy otherwise.
What? You've met Luca? Oh, never mind. You know, I had half a mind to tell you to keep all your preaching to yourself, but I'm grateful you didn't. It'll be a long time yet before I'm able to face my wife and son again, though.
What do you mean?
Like I said before, this is my chance to make good on things. I'm turning myself into the police. That's the only way I can put my family back together again.
Can you tell us where the thing is first?
Mr. Glasgow.
You're a family man through and through.
Your sentence will be lengthy, no doubt. But you appear to have what it takes to serve it out.
Yeah, get your act together in there. You hear?
It's not much of a start on giving back, but I want you to have this. I can see now that the Crimson Fragment will be safe with you.
Oh, for the love... You were holding out on us the whole time!
Seriously? You know you really ought to... Wait a second.
Is that what I think it is?
An antique orbment. And the craftsmanship is incredibly intricate at that. I don't think there's any mistaking it.
It looks to be part of a Genesis. Much like the one on Van's person.
So you've already heard of them? That's right. This piece comes from a Genesis. The 8th, if I had to guess.
The 8th Genesis?
It's true we never found it, but... Van, what do you make of this?
It was taken apart. Which means... Damn it. That bastard.
Master Bearguard gave us the rundown. These Geneses or whatever are the things Almada was trying to gather up, yeah?
Correct. Couldn't tell you why, but the orders came straight from Dantes himself. His lackey spent an awful long time searching for them. But for whatever reason, they never did find the last one. This single fragment was sent to me the day before that whole death game started.
So this is their final key. This crimson fragment, while not an artifact, it is still capable of inducing supernatural phenomena.
I don't know all the details, but it was a Genesis they used to create that nuclear weapon, right? This piece doesn't seem to have much power on its own. But I wouldn't take my word for that. The shape tells me that it's a section of the outer frame. Hard to say what would happen if you put all the pieces together.
Maybe I'm barking up the wrong tree here, but do you have a lead on one of those pieces, Arkwright?
You could say that. It's nothing solid, though. I'll have to fact-check it myself. Glasgow, what can you tell us about the other fragments? We'll take anything, even if it's a long shot.
Well, now that you mention it, there were rumors of something similar over in Longport. Unfortunately, I left all my paperwork on it behind. It should still be in my office back home.
Paperwork? Why does that sound familiar?
Oh! Right! It's probably in that suitcase. We should get in touch with Luca and...
A suitcase? Doesn't ring a bell. By the way, if you don't mind my asking, how exactly did you meet my son?
We ran into him just yesterday, actually.
He was hauling this massive suitcase all over the place looking for you. Pretty darn brave for a kid his age.
We never officially accepted his request to find you, but I guess now we get to deliver some good news after all.
Hold up. Just what are you going on about?
Huh? Like we said, we met Luca yesterday.
Yeah, he stuffed all those documents you mentioned into a big suitcase and...
We're way off base, aren't we?
My son's name is Luca. But whoever you spoke to, it wasn't him. My Luca only just turned 5 years and...
My fragment now.
You!
Yeah, it's amazing that you didn't destroy it, like shooting it like 5-6 times.
His face. Isn't that... Luca?
The so-called son himself, And that bullet just now.
You kept changing directions mid-flight. The kid's got some kind of special power. The hell's going on here, Arkwright?
We got played, plain and simple. I knew I caught a whiff of something fishy. But I didn't think you'd sucker us in this hard, Luca. You sent us on Glasgow's trail by taking his son's name. We led you straight to him.
Ding, ding, ding! And Mr. Spriggan wins the prize. Still, I'm shocked you caught on so fast. Here I had you figured for total rubes. If you hadn't turned my request down, I wouldn't have had to slink behind you the whole way here. And I worked so hard getting into character, too. Like, why you gotta be such a buzzkill?
What kind of sick joke is this? I don't care who you are with your shifty get-up and your shiny gun. You've got to be real twisted to yuck it up after you just shot a man!
I second that. Why do this right when he was prepared to atone for his crimes?
Get down here, you shit-eating brat! You picked the wrong lady to flex your cheap shots in front of. And now I'm gonna give you the ass whooping of a lifetime!
Oh no! A big, scary Dominion! I sure hope she doesn't burn me to ashes! As if! You wanna heat things up? How's this grab ya?
Archaisms?
A whole squad of them. These models pack a punch, too.
And that's not all!
Hey.
He enhanced them?
That must be the fragment's power. There are also his irregular ricochets to consider. We mustn't take him lightly, Celise.
Save it for someone who cares. I'm gonna rip that twerp and his playmates a new one!
Guess I should reintroduce myself. The name's Zix. Hope you don't mind me juicing these bots up. Can't get a new toy without trying it out, you know. Better get your game faces on. I'll fill them with more holes than a honeycomb.
He really means to kill us.
Bring it on. It's time we taught this kid some manners.
Yeah, let's take him down!
There are so many of them! Look out!
Oh, great. They all have no CP. That'll be fun.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand!
It's go time!
Pressure him and move in!
Initiating drive!
Theo, we need help!
I already...
Now's our time to shine!
You know you're just wasting your time, right?
I mean, this is probably like one of those fights where I'm not supposed to win it. I just have to last long enough. And if I do last long enough, I'll get some points out of it, but
Make
like...
it count.
Goddess, give me strength! You're
Jesus.
freaking dead!
Alright.
Boost level maximum.
Let's see.
Activating skill.
Searing steel of light, shining from the abyss. Become the maw of hellfire that consumes the darkness! Fiamma Midgard! Knock them dead, Lancer!
Alright, let's see.
We go! Eat this! Bam!
Appreciate it.
pal.
Dance for me, why don't you?
Ow.
Full boost! Go all out!
Not too late to throw in the towel.
Let's see who's next. Oh crap, this is bad.
Make it count!
I would like Judith to heal, but she's gonna die before, like...
Pressure him and move in!
I should have put a heal on one of the person too, but...
Make it count!
Pressure him and move in!
Yeah, it's not really gonna do much, but...
There!
Thanks!
Bring it on! Brace yourself!
Well, see what this does.
Vandalize! Raid!
Boost gauge limiter unlocked!
Your turn, Judith!
Initiating skill.
This one's gonna knock your socks off. I hope you're ready. Now for the climax. Grim Knight Wall!
This is great!
Boost gauge expanded.
There's nowhere to run!
Well, this isn't good.
Kappa Integra! Got something for you! Beyond bullet!
Oh. Okay.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Ready to roll!
You know, you're just wasting your time, right?
Thanks, pal.
Bring it on!
Not too late to throw in the towel.
There!
Appreciate it. Can't beat me! Psycho activate!
You're freaking dead!
You know, you're just time to time, right?
There!
Thanks.
That's not good.
Dance for me, why don't you?
That's far enough.
You know, you're just wasting your time, right?
Yeah, I figured.
There.
Thanks, pal.
Leave it to me.
To you.
Oh, I forgot.
Activating skill.
Now, return to dust from whence you came. Bring forth eternal serenity to a world stained with vice. Niflheim!
Boost gauge limit raised.
There's nowhere to run. Kappa Integra. Dance for me, why don't you? That. There's nowhere to run. Kappa Integra.
You will regret that.
Boost level maximum.
Not too late to throw in the towel.
Appreciate it.
Dance for me, why don't you? That.
I ain't done yet.
Got something for you. Beyond bullets.
Oh, damn.
There are so many of them! Look out!
Don't think for a second that you can escape the glinting bullet.
Use a shard beast to get the upper hand!
Get ready to die!
Make it count!
There!
Appreciate it. Now's our time to shine! Searing. Your next Elysian!
Going all in!
Satellite Cure!
Thanks,
pal.
You'll be sorry!
Keep your guard up!
Zaiza, activate!
Dan!
Cap!
Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
pal. Here goes!
There!
Thanks.
Headache.
That's far enough!
Give them your all! Boost gauge limiter unlocked!
Go, Catra!
There!
Thanks!
I'll make him eat dirt. Time to turn up the heat.
You know, you're just wasting your time, right?
Take him out!
There!
I owe you one.
That all you've got?
Not too late to throw in the towel.
Headache.
Got your number. My move now.
Full boost! Go all out!
Not too late to throw in the towel.
Give them your all!
There's no winner? Got something for you.
Got your number.
Low health. Are you okay?
It's go time.
Give them your all!
Yes, I've gotten rusty.
Leave it to me.
You will regret that.
This is great!
Boost gauge limit raised.
Got some...
I go wrong.
There are so many of them! Look out!
Don't think for a second that you can escape the glinting bullet.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand!
Not too late to throw in the towel. Make it count!
Pressure him and move in!
There!
Appreciate it. Now's our time to shine. Your next Elysian. Get ready to die.
There!
I owe you one. Bring it on!
Give them your all!
Brace yourself.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked!
You'll be sorry!
Pull out all the stops!
We go! Dance for me!
You'll be sorry!
Initiating skill. Boost gauge expanded.
There's nowhere to run!
Damn it.
Gotta get back on my feet.
Full boost! Go all out!
There!
Got something for...
Now or never!
Energy output at maximum.
Your turn!
Leave it to me. Not too late to throw This is great!
Boost gauge limit raised. Full boost! Go all out!
There!
Appreciate it.
You're freaking dead!
Activating skill.
Chance!
Not too late to throw in the towel.
There!
Thanks.
Uh-oh, you're low on health.
You should stay back! Don't get caught!
Hey, don't push yourself too hard. There! Fan!
We'll make mincemeat out of them.
Raging Buster! Lay on the pain, Leon!
Now, shall I pull out all the stops?
You know, you're just wasting your time, right?
Get ready to die. Activating skill.
Freeze.
Delicide! There's nowhere to run!
Now's our time to shine. Time to turn up the heat.
You know, you're just wasting your time, right?
Going all in!
Someone take over.
Taking center stage!
I would exercise caution.
Daika activate!
Satellite cure!
Thanks!
They have my thanks.
Ha!
Thanks.
They have my
pal.
thanks.
Dance for me, why don't you? Got something.
You'll pay for that.
Keep your guard up.
Raging Buster! Let this done! Lay on the pain, Leon!
Boost level maximum. Activating skill.
Finish them where they stand.
Roger. Locking on.
Sapphire Blade, leave them!
Now or never!
Initiating skill. Boost gauge
Patrick,
expanded.
your turn! Take him out!
Thanks. I have my things. Stop.
Going all in!
Your move!
Get wrecked! Holy shit, are you for real? Dance!
Bring it on!
Keep your guard up.
Activating skills!
Raging Buster!
Now or never!
Activating skills!
Brace yourself! Vandalize Rain!
Okay, bored now. Let's call it here.
That's how it goes.
I think I've grown a little.
Probably shouldn't use so many Zarin powders, but you know, whatever.
Now, Catra!
On it!
Is that all you... Oh, crap!
Target recovered.
Yeah? Not for long, it isn't!
Fun time's over, you little punk.
Aw, man. Game, set, and match, huh? Whatever. We'll stop here and call it a day.
Ix, right? The core to this Genesis. It's with that thing that's been terrorizing Edith, ain't it?
Yeesh, way to put me on the spot. Can't let your guard down around a Spriggan for a second, huh? Suss out any more and it might louse up the plan. Anyway, I did what I came to do, so time to hit the road.
Hey! Get back here!
He's gone. For a boy so young, his prowess is nothing to scoff at.
Gotta wonder what the deal is with him and that power he's got. But let's put a pin in that. There's someone else we need to take care of right now.
Yeah. That shot hit right where it counts. Not sure there's much we can do to save him.
Stay with us, Mr. Glasgow. Help is on the way. You just need to hang in there a little longer.
This can't be how it ends.
I'm sorry. I know how badly you wanted to see your family.
Don't think twice about it. I'm just glad I could pass that fragment along. That's one less weight on my chest. Tarja, Luca, rest easy. You're safe now. So, be happy. That's all I could ever ask.
Robin Glasgow, may Adius see thee to thy rest.
May thy sins be forgiven, and thy peace everlasting.
Afterward, Vaughn and the group reached out to the police and Bracer Guild, who attended Glasgow's remains upon their arrival. Discovered among his belongings was a ledger with detailed records of Almada's financial dealings. This proved to be a major breakthrough in shedding more light on their operations. Despite all the bumps along the way, Director Gotti and Director Lamb's collaborative film completed principal photography in Messeldom. Decked Arms by contract was subjected to compulsory investigation, forcing the company to withdraw from the Republic. Although a number of employees did manage to evade the authorities, the port city was finally at peace once more. Meanwhile, Bandit Company, having left the rest of the cleanup to the police and guild, decided to close out one final port SPG. And so, in a small village just a short ways from town, they delivered Glasgow's last words to his family.
Yes, all is proceeding smoothly. However, I suspect that the boy in my report has ties to the man in question. It is imperative that we keep him and the Beast of Crimson under surveillance.
That was more of a blast than I thought! Sure, there were some hiccups, but it wasn't too shabby for my first job. Uh-huh. Look, I get it already. Don't sweat it. The fuse is lit and the party's just begun. It's on us to pump things up, Yorda.
Gotta keep this up. That's pretty good, I guess.
Nothing to it.
Three and 9. There once lived a boy who was raised to be an assassin and a tool for an entity called the Organization. He was given the codename 3. His partner was a young girl, codenamed 9, and the two of them carried out their missions together, but all the while 3 was secretly planning his escape. However, 9 caught on to 3's plans and betrayed him to their overseer, a man known as the Emperor. 3 awaited death at the hands of his partner, but it did not come, for 9 had struck the Emperor instead.
You're the one who's been there for me the past few years. You, S. That just means you need to fight twice as hard. You're living for him too now.
Moved by 9's words, 3 resolved to flee the organization with her and keep her safe from their clutches. They once again came face to face with the Emperor, now wielding a powerful artifact. The battle took every bit of skill and cunning they had, but it was their trust in each other that gave them a fighting chance. Then, at the end of the battle,
We're no longer anyone's tools, and will never force anyone to be ours.
You're the last person we're ever going to kill.
Farewell.
Thus, the Emperor was defeated at last, and 3 and 9 had won their freedom. Now, with a new lease on life, the two began their next chapter together by embarking on a journey all their own.
February 27th, 9:45 a.m.
Damn it! Who the hell are these kids? They just won't let up!
Give it up already.
You might want to listen to him. There's no throwing us off the scent.
It's like I told you before! I would never scam a soul, I swear!
Oh, you don't need to act dumb. The fact that you're even trying means you already are.
What else do you expect from a third-rate crook? You left so much glaring evidence behind that we stopped bothering to collect it all partway through.
Snot-nosed little... I'll show you third-rate!
That adds attempted assault to your charges. Feel like digging this hole any deeper?
It's too late to backpedal now that you've put your true colors on blast.
Okay, fine. I'll admit it. But hear me out. I've got a proposition. Let me go free, and I'll give you half of my take. What do you say to that? Besides, what's wrong with pulling one over on some lousy ex-convict anyway? They deserved it.
Who won't let up now? How long their rap sheet is makes no difference. Fraud is fraud.
Don't get me wrong. I could go for the extra pocket change, but it wouldn't be any fun to play with dirty money.
Oh, brainless brats. What are you planning to do with me then? Hand me over to the cops? Or the guild, maybe? Try it. And the bastard who put you up to this is gonna be in for a world of hurt. Once a scumbag, always a scumbag, no matter how reformed they are. You really expect them to live the life of a normal person? Not in a million years!
Once a scumbag, always a scumbag. I guess we can't argue with that.
Yeah. Run as you might, the past has a way of catching up to you.
But the second someone tries to accept it and move on anyway, you think it's cool to talk smack about them? That kinda ticks me off.
Turning over a new leaf takes commitment. If you want to spit on that, we're not going to let it slide.
Stay away!
As if we'd turn you into the guild or police. Those namby-pambies would let you off way easy.
You took things outside the law, and they'll stay there. We know plenty of other discreet ways to do a petty criminal in.
What's with you two? Why would you side with them, of all people? I even held back on making a move until that meddling Spriggan left town!
That's where you went wrong. You took a stupid chance based on some half-baked intel.
I mean, yeah, the guy you're talking about is out of the capital. But that's why he's having us fill in for him.
We're what you might call substitute Spriggans.
Days earlier. Substitute Spriggans, us? Temporarily, yeah. What do you think? I think some advance notice would have been nice. What would we have to do exactly? It's just like it sounds. You'd be acting as my proxies. That means taking on any 4 SPG requests that crop up while I'm out of town. This office here will be yours as to use as a base of operations. I'll even hook you up with some contacts of mine that you might find handy. Sounds like a pretty good deal, actually. Think of 4 SPGs as a way to get the lay of the land, make connections, and gather intel. Heck, they might even help you pick up some dirt on whatever it is you're looking for. That's how I'd approach it anyway. So that's what you meant by substitute Spriggans. It does make sense. Yeah, I considered doing the whole part-time assistant thing again, but with how long I'll be gone, this felt like a better option. Plus, with them taking care of the place, you won't have to bother. You guys can handle just fine, right? We've got a lifetime of experience to fall back on, so the requests themselves won't be a problem. Are you sure it's okay for us to be playing Spriggan? I mean, don't you guys have some special style of doing things? To an extent. You don't have to take on every 4 SPG, and once you do, there's no hard fast drills on how to get it done. Those parts will be 100% up to you guys. That said, whatever you end up doing, just make sure it's something you can live with. At the end of the day, that's all our style really boiled down to. And I always follow it the best I can. I see. Ban. Well, I'm sold. We'll take you up on your offer. Starting today, we're your new substitute Spriggans. Since you're both still finding your footing in Edith, I'll lend you as much support as I can. You've got school to worry about. I'll keep it within reason, just enough so that it doesn't interfere with my studies. Hey, it's your education. For what it's worth, we'd really appreciate the help. Yeah, you can show us the ropes, Aggie. Of course, I'll be more than happy to. We'll hash things out in more detail tomorrow. In the meantime, there's a free room upstairs. Should be fine for you to crash while you're here. The man running the bistro downstairs is the landlord, right? We'll ask if it's okay. Either way, it'll take a day for us to head back to the inn and get our luggage together. Guess that makes this TTFN. See you tomorrow. Phew, and I thought yesterday was busy. There sure has been a lot going on lately. Feels like last year all over again. Yeah, well, personally, I don't miss having to dig my way out of mortal peril every 5 seconds. The only thing that I want to do right now is into that creamy cocoa pudding I've been saving. You can pretend otherwise, but I know Ben would be the first one of us to jump headlong into danger. My pudding! It's gone. Oh, tell me this isn't happening. Wait, what's with this note? Thanks for the pudding. It was delish. Nadia. So she wasn't messing around. That little sneak actually ate the damn thing. And it was only available for a limited time. I'm gonna miss him while he's away. But at least things won't be boring around here.
I was starting to think I'd never catch up.
Oh, there you are, Aggie. We just nabbed us a sleazy shark.
Already? That must be some kind of record. Although I probably shouldn't celebrate quite yet.
Cough up the Mira.
But I already gave back everything I took!
Oh, we're not talking about that, silly. You still have a compensation tax to settle.
What?
Just because you made things even doesn't mean you made them right. Now get to it before you wind up a human pincushion.
Should I start with the right side or the left? Choices, choices. Actually, why don't I let you pick? See? Aren't I just the sweetest?
Stop! Stop! Whatever you want, I'll pay it. Just please don't kill me.
Makes you wonder who the bad guy is in this scenario.
Alright, the client got their mirror back with interest. That's one more request in the bag. Another job well done, you two. I know the plan was for me to walk you through Edith and some poor SPGs, but it turns out you never needed it. I suppose there wasn't much point to me tagging along. I wouldn't say that at all. With you around, I'll only have to make half as many snappy retorts at Nadia, and that's priceless. Oh, so that's what you meant. You help with plenty of other things too. I think that con man, we wouldn't have caught him half as fast if you hadn't picked up on him. Yep, that was a total cakewalk thanks to you, Aggie. Really, that makes me feel a little better. But you know, we can take it from here today. You still have prep work to do for the festival, right? Yeah, go get on that. The two of us have this down pat. Well, if you're absolutely sure. I'll come back to it later tonight, and I'll bring some snacks. You really don't have to put yourself out for us. Not that we'd ever say no to free eats. Anyway, have fun at school. Phew, finally, Little Miss Chaperone has left the building. Now I can spend the whole day slacking off. That differs from any other day. How? Well, for one thing, I won't have Aggie giving me grief about bumming around. Ever consider not bumming around?
Odd.
Sorry, nobody's home. Arkwright Solutions is on extended vacation.
Hardly convincing.
You're that bracer.
What part of vacation did you not get? If you're looking for Van, he's still out of town on business.
Oh, I'm well aware. He's filled me in on the whole situation, including the two of you. Temporary arrangements aside, I shouldn't have to tell you that Spriggans don't take vacations.
You heard the woman.
And after we just got rid of Aggie, too. So long, Easy Street. It was nice knowing you.
So what brings Beauty's Blade here? I can understand if Van were around. This has nothing to do with him. Rather, I have a request to make of you in particular. Us specifically? Are you subcontracting the way people do with Van? Not quite. Technically, this is more of a collaborative effort. I'd like your assistance with a case I'm working on. Now I'm even more confused. What kind of help can we offer one of the guild's top bracers? Let me explain. Edith's orbital network is currently experiencing minor delays and interruptions. They aren't quite frequent enough to constitute a major problem just yet. But something similar occurred last year in Basel, and it turned out to be far more severe than initially assumed. With that in mind, we can't afford to leave this matter be. I'm not caught up on that incident in Basel, but wasn't Almada the one behind it? Yes, of course, I realize it's unlikely that this is anywhere close to that scale, but that doesn't mean some other criminal isn't employing a similar method. It's just his troubleshooting job. Wouldn't someone else be a better fit for this sort of thing? Heck, there's that famous super hacker here in Edith who's been in the game since the Orbital Net was born. The girl you're referring to is otherwise engaged. In fact, it was she who directed me to you. That explains it. Geez, Renee, throw us under the bus. How about it? Is this 4SPG to your liking? Better reschedule your slacking appointment, Nadia. Fine, whatever, I'm a big girl, I could do stuff when I have to. And hey, we might find a clue about the you-know-what we're looking for along the way. You know what? It's settled then. Arkwright Solutions substitute Spriggans are on the case. Looking forward to working with you, Elaine. The pleasure's all mine. No time to waste. My feelings then on what you know so far? Unfortunately, there isn't much to go on yet. The Communications Bureau representative did send us a statistical report on the network failures, however. If you don't mind giving me your contact info, I can forward it to your Cyphus. Sure thing. Yeah, I'm down.
Contact information exchanged. Data transmitted and synchronized.
Nothing about these numbers struck me as conspicuous. I don't see any obvious patterns either. All I can really glean is that the occurrences are limited to inside the capital. We could probably figure something out if we had a large sample size. You're not wrong, but these service problems are just frequent enough to keep us in the dark. Indeed, which gives us every reason to believe they're being done deliberately. Yeah, something definitely feels off about this. We'll just deal with some orbital network trouble ourselves a little bit ago. You mean the Marching Garden? I'd say it's less dealt with and more still dealing with. Maybe I'm off the mark, but do you think it's related? The Marching Garden, I've been able to access it myself. Whether or not it has any bearing on this case, however, it may be difficult to determine. Don't quote me on this, but I'd say the probability is pretty slim. On what basis? The Marching Garden's got a wide service area with coverage across both Calvert and Orvid State. But only the capital's having issues, leaving us with a bunch of pieces that don't fit. I don't know if anything's changed now that the signal's been hijacked, but the Garden's original main server is probably in Orred, where Marduk's headquarters is. In which case it wouldn't make sense for Edith to be affected by it before Orred. Pretty much, yeah, if you ask me, we're dealing with something totally different here. I see, your reasoning is sound. Say, we've now our search down to Edith. What locations would you find suspect? Well, going by the data, the delays and interruptions are popping up all willy-nilly. It's almost like someone doesn't want us to dig deeper, so they're randomizing the values to throw us off track. Meaning what exactly? If the location and frequency of these outages are being manually controlled all over the city, then we should be able to narrow down the source of the interference. Now I get it. There's only so many places in Edith that could emit a global signal that strong. Which leaves Treon Tower as our most likely candidate. And with that, we have our destination. You know, I've got a funny feeling that this was all just one big test. But yeah, I guess you're all set now. Happy trails. Hope it all goes well. You're not getting off that easily. Aww. The two of you are exactly as Fee described. Fee told you about us? Oh yeah, I heard she was in Edith for a little while. What did she say? In a brief, that you are very capable for your age, and that your dynamic never failed to warm her heart. Capable? I get, but where'd that second part come from? Just what kind of impression did we leave on those guys? Oh, what are you getting all huffy about? I don't think she meant it in a bad way. It sounded more like she was calling us a perfect pair. You're entitled to that opinion. Still, it works, and you do make a perfect pair of partners. Guess we'll have to buckle down and prove her right. That's one interpretation. Not the one that I would have gone for, though. Can't help but be reminded of how we were back in the day. Ben would always try to worm his way out of things, and I'd have to be the one to drag him along. Something on your mind? No, not at all. Let's head over to Treon Tower in 3rd District. Fine. Off we go then. Before we leave, you remember to bring it, right? You mean the thing Aggie gave me? Yeah, I've got it. The Arc Genesis 8 devices left behind by Professor Epstein, plus a sentient hollow in the Grendel. Almost sounds like a fairy tale. I wish, but they're all too real, and now I've got one more in the mix. That dark red Grendel look was so sinister looking, it's almost like a beast. Maybe you got a long lost brother, Van. I seriously doubt it. It's been a real threat, that's for sure. My gut keeps saying it's something that shouldn't exist. Yeah, and that there's the way things got all so much reading, I end up messing up every once in a while. Yeah, and that there's the way things got all paranormal on me. What do you mean? It's hard to describe, not to mention my memory's a little hazy. Can't say how, but I'd wager it has something to do with the Genesis. You two just be careful while you're out there, okay? No promises, but sure. We'll keep our eyes peeled for any ghosties and ghoulies. Hey, I'm being serious here. Nadia, Swin, you should take this with you. The Genesis? But this is your great-grandpa's. It's yours to remember him by. Are you sure you'd feel okay with leaving it with us? Between my studies and the school festival, my schedule's a lot busier than usual. So I'm not sure how often I'll be around to help out. It's more for peace of mind, really, but I think of it as a good luck charm of sorts. You did say these things have triggered strange phenomena before. Alright, we'll hang on to it. We promise to take extra good care of it. I want you to have one too, Van. You don't even know if they'll react without you around, but if it makes you feel better, then why not? Might as well, seeing as the 8 Genesis is still out there somewhere. Don't worry, I put it inside Bacchus Bear MK2 for safekeeping. Maybe now we'll get to run into something paranormal ourselves. Sure hope not. We have a bit of time to spare. Is there anywhere you'd like to go beforehand? Now that you mentioned it, there are probably some 4 SPGs posted. We can just put those off until later, though. On the contrary, you best take care of them sooner rather than later. I'd be willing to lend a hand. You would? I thought Spriggan Business was below you, A-rank bracers. Propriety aside, my involvement will speed up the process, and while I know it isn't the same as if Van were here, I would like to take this opportunity to see a Spriggan's day-to-day myself. Well, if you're sure, that's fine. We could use the help. Better yet, you can go solo and get a hands-on look if you need me. I'll be taking a nap upstairs. Nice try. You're no fun today. At any rate, I'll leave the particulars of our agenda up to you two. Anything urgent we should be wrapped up. Anything urgent we had should be wrapped up by now, so the guild's request can take a top priority. If there's room for a few more, that's fine too. Alrighty, let's get cracking. Oh my lord, if I had known how long those cutscenes were going to be, I would have ended this a while ago, because I gotta leave for work like now, so I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Remember, like, subscribe, and follow on Twitch.